Hey guys, welcome back. BDC Gara here. We're back with our weekly recap of all things Injustice. This is for the week of December 2nd. Happy holidays to everybody. Getting straight into it, the current character challenge is for Dawn of Justice Wonder Woman. That's a 1 week repeat, and the required characters for that are Aquaman, Cyborg, and Superman, who are a challenge gold, a bronze, and a gold, respectively. So Aquaman is kind of really a thumbs down from us, because anytime you need to have beaten a challenge to even try to beat a different challenge, that sucks.
Right.
It really doesn't, it only rewards people a little bit for having played for a long time. It doesn't let new people break in. And I guess the only advantage is that it's only a week.
Yeah.
Her passive is Sword of Athena, which is Wonder Woman's special attacks trigger team health gain, which provides 50% of the special attack's damage in healing. She's got 1,100 attack and 1,400 health. She was last available on the 4th of February 2021, so it's been, most of a year.
Yeah. She's got decent high stats. It skews a little bit toward health, which is not what we prefer. And a bit of history. Around the same time, there were 2 skins of Wonder Woman that were released. Dawn of Justice and Justice League Wonder Woman. Justice League was renamed New 52.
Mm-hmm.
And both of them had a team passive that triggered on her specials. Dawn of Justice, which we see here, gives you health. New 52 gives you power.
Mm-hmm.
And if you've been following us for any length of time, we're totally offensive minded. We absolutely love New 52 Wonder Woman.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, we started off with a team of New 52 Superman, Justice League Wonder Woman, and Dawn of Justice Wonder Woman. That was our first sort of Justice League attempt.
Mm-hmm.
And we quickly abandoned Dawn of Justice Wonder Woman.
Yeah, just because giving health is too defensive. You only need health when you're running out of health. And if you're doing it right, that only happens when you've screwed up.
Yeah.
And if you're doing it even more right than that, it's hard to screw up that bad with your team. It's hard to get yourself in a position where you need health in the first place.
Right. And so that each time, the fact is, I think New 52 Wonder Woman is one of the absolute best teammate characters, where she's great support, but without sacrifice any of her offensive punch.
Yeah.
With Tantu Totem, before Tantu Totem, her passive was almost as useless because in order to give half her power to somebody else, she'd have to generate it and would just take too long.
Yeah.
After Tantu Totem, she became a beast.
Yeah, because Tantu Totem combined with her passive just meant that you had so much, you were overflowing with power basically whenever you were doing well.
Yeah. So the only thing I'll say that Dawn of Justice Wonder Woman does better is her tap combo. Combo under is 3 hits instead of the usual 1, so you get the extra effects on gears that have a combo under effect.
Mm-hmm.
I still have trouble using her because if I've got a slot for Wonder Woman, it's going to be that. And if I've got a second slot for Wonder Woman, I probably want Wonder Woman 600 just to make New 52 Wonder Woman even better.
Yeah. So there we go.
Yeah. It's 37th week in a row that the characters have been following challenge that originally showed up May 2020. If the pattern holds, next week is going to be Arkham Knight Batgirl, and then we're going to have New 52 Superman. And at some point, in probably a couple months, I think, we're going to see if this pattern repeats or if we actually get some of the characters we haven't seen in a long time. Because if it repeats, we're going to be stuck. There's going to be some characters that just aren't in the schedule.
Yeah, so hopefully it doesn't repeat.
Yeah.
Anyways, this week's multiplayer award is Riddler's Cane, which becomes Riddler's Staff, and when it's fully maxed out, it gives you a 35% max health increase, a 15% XP bonus to team, and the evolved ability, which goes up to a 21% chance to blink against Special 1, and blink just means not get hit by it, and there's this, it has its own little animation with the green sort of fog and the
little question marks.
Yeah. So it was last available on the 29th of April 2021. It's the 48th week in a row of a complete cycle of the rewards, and the 17th in a row of the repeating cycle. So
it's 17 nested within that 48.
Yeah, so we've had, it's a 31 reward cycle, and we're sort of halfway through our second. A little bit over halfway.
Right. A little under.
Sorry.
Over? Little over.
No,
under,
over.
Yeah,
over.
You're right. You're right. Yeah.
And next week we should see Suicide Squad, Joker, Unhinged. It made me question myself. That's
I was just thinking. I was looking at the numbers.
And it's not a great gear for a couple reasons. It doesn't read like it would be great, and it's even a little worse than that, actually.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't work as far as we're aware.
Well, I guess there's each part. So let's talk about each part. Max health boost, you can get that from other gears. This is not particularly special.
Mm-hmm.
Blink on special 1 is potentially interesting, but the chance is relatively low. And Tantu Totem has basically made this thing obsolete, right?
Yeah.
Since at best it dodges, nothing happens, you come back, and then Tantu Totem gets the power back, and then they just smack you a few seconds later. What
would actually be fun is and much better, is if it disabled special ones while they were in.
Right.
That would actually be reasonable, because with Tantu Totem, they released this before Tantu Totem, but like very soon before. Yeah. Tantu Totem came out actually not very long after this did.
Yeah.
And instantly made it useless against anyone who had it. So really, it should just be they are not allowed to do special ones against you.
Right. And we've got other examples, not of gear, but of characters that dodge specials, specifically Special 1, but also Special 2 is Wally West and Dawn of Justice Batman. But both of them have a secondary effect where if you don't block, you will take damage or get stunned.
Yeah.
Which makes them so much more powerful. And I think I've said this before, I'm not really sure what the equivalent should be, but it feels totally reasonable to want a gear effect to be as good as a passive ability.
Especially since a lot of gear are, and some are better.
Yeah. And I think I probably said this before too, but what makes it worse is because we have these points of comparison, because when we look at Wally West, say, oh, that dodging is way better.
Mm-hmm.
Or Dawn of Justice Batman, that dodging is way better. Yeah.
Yeah. So there we go. In the store, we've got a couple things. We have Arkham Knight Batgirl, which is for $24.99 Canadian. It was $26.99 the last time we saw it in February of 2021. It includes 100,000 credits with it. It's probably what next week's challenge is going to be. So, as usual, it means that it's basically not worth buying at all.
And it's corroborating evidence for our schedule.
Yeah, and it doesn't unlock for promotions in your store, like in your credit store.
Right.
Yeah. We also have the Red Sun pack for $24.99, same price, and it was $26.99 in 2020.
Yeah.
Sort of mid-2020. It comes with 3 out of the 6 Red Suns at random. You get a 16% chance each of Superman, Wonder Woman, Batman, Deathstroke, and Green Lantern, and you get a 20% chance, you get an extra 4%. The sort of rounding error goes all to Solomon Grundy, who has a 20% chance.
So we're thinking we'd talk about it this now, but you know what, we're going to put it off. It feels more like a Q&A kind of question where we talk about how fair it is to do that to big spenders.
Yeah, we also have the character bundle Batman Universe for $24.99, which was again $26.99 on January 2nd of 2020, and that comes with Flashpoint Batman, Gaslight Batman, and then it comes with the Batmobile and Bulletproof Batsuit. So good. If it came with a better legendary gear, I know that's the Batman themed one, it would be better, but unfortunately it's on theme, but it means that the gear sucks.
They could have given you the cowl. I mean, there's 3 signature gears for Batman.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yep. And we also have the character battle bundle. Character bundle Battle for Themyscira hanging out for another week too. But we've already talked about that. We have the Most Wanted pack that's hanging around. It's its 8th week now, so it's been for a while.
Interesting. It feels almost permanent.
Yeah. We have the Joker Celebration pack in again. It's its 2nd week, so probably the Aquaman Celebration pack should be showing up next week.
So see, this is where they could have done better if they'd made Aquaman the requirement for next week's challenge, or brought the Aquaman Celebration pack in a week early.
Yeah.
Not so bad having him being challenge requirement.
That's true, yeah, because you get a 50% chance of Aquaman.
Right.
Yeah, that's a good point. We also have Suicide Squad in our Survivor until the 15th of December 2021. Phantom Zone has 1 more week left. Fight 62 is still broken. And Breakthrough.
Yeah, last weekend's Breakthrough was, as we expected, Lex Luthor, Batman, and Doomsday for gold characters. So this coming weekend is probably Bane, Killer Frost, and Ares based on the cycle. And Devlin16 from the Injustice subreddit has been good enough to keep a list of a lot of events, including the Breakthrough. So link in the description if you want to see what's actually coming up.
Mm-hmm. Moving on to the current glitches, just remember that we're just basically telling you what works and doesn't here in a couple tips, but go to the playlist in the top right corner of this video if you want the sort of complete tutorials for how to do all the glitches that we are aware of currently working.
Yeah. So probably worth starting, which we've done weeks on end, with the glitches that are not working, because you can't really look at a list and you know that it's not possible. You might think that we've actually left it out, but that's not the case. We're actually very persnickety. The one thing that everybody I ask for the most is a glitch for credits. There is no working power glitch for credits that we're willing to endorse. We talk about this way more in a previous P and Q and C and A and T episode 9 of season 6. Basically, it's the danger of having your account suspended when you're simultaneously logged into one account on 2 different devices.
In terms of other stuff that you might want to do that you can't get repeated past multiplayer season rewards. You can't get early rewards for the multiplayer season. You can't get through the Phantom Zone supernaturally quickly. You can only do it wicked fast like we do. And you can't get free energy without watching that free energy video. If you try to click on it and exit out of the ad too fast,
because it used to work.
Yeah,
these are all things that actually that were working at some point.
So moving on to the working glitches.
Okay, so the glitch to let you play Phantom Zone repeatedly, still working. Challenge reset, still working. Has been confirmed and tested on the current Dawn of Justice Wonder Woman challenge. They're basically the same glitch. Keep that in mind. Progress on both will be reset when you use the glitch.
If you are on a version of Android where you have to re-download a lot of stuff when you clear app data, or if you're on iOS, you can check out the links in the description or the comments in the description. I guess they're not links anywhere, with information on how you might potentially save yourself the hassle, or if you're on iOS, do the glitch in the first place.
Yeah, and based on comments, the previous challenge reset for iOS is not working anymore.
Yeah, so fingers crossed, but we're just waiting for a little bit more confirmation of that before we fully, take it off.
Yeah.
The breakthrough glitch that you play repeatedly is still working, as well as the airplane mode / refund glitch. So for the airplane mode glitch, that's just resetting anytime you don't like your reward on a pack or a series of packs, as long as you don't need online to redeem it. So you can't do it for anything that you're paying real money for, and you can't do it for your Phantom Zone portal rewards, because both of those require you to be connected to the internet.
Right.
Time shifting still works for Android for unlimited survival play and energy recharges. As always, just remember to turn your clock back to present day, here and now, before you get back to playing as usual, because we think it can mess with some of the scheduling for things that happens internally if you play.
Like when Phantom Zone comes, when the new challenge shows up.
Yeah,
absolutely. And then if you're paying attention, we still have the promotion glitch in the current glitches. Even though you haven't been able to do it for a couple of years, it's because the glitch actually relies on certain conditions being there, which weren't always there even when it was testable. And it just hasn't been testable. Hasn't failed us though, so we are pedants. And that's why it's still on the list.
Yeah, and that's all the content for this week. We'd also like to give a huge thank you to all the lovely folks who support us on Patreon. That's Victor Gomez, Consul Peasant, and Edwoon, who are supporting us at the top tier Last Word, Sinemac and Mohammed Albshaiti at the Your Message Here tier, Shawn, Farrell, Daniel Simonson, Aaron Maule, Michael DeVries, Brandon C., Irvin Ruiz, and Eddydoo, who are supporting us on the credited level, and Chris Wolff, Scarlet, Dani, Awesomegamer241, Pavu RS, Gavin, Mallott, and Isfar E. at the gratitude level. Thanks so much for your support, and we'll see you next time. Komoda.